5 myths that could derail your retirement. Fancy an ongoing collection of resources, reports, free courses about retirement so you can enjoy life to the full? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon and you will never miss out again. Okay, in this video we are going to look at 5 myths that could derail your retirement. Planning for retirement today is a daunting task. Today's economic troubles lurk through many aspects of day-to-day life. The impact and duration of these troubles foster an uncertainty that makes planning of any sort difficult. To make intelligent decisions in these uncertain times requires a new grounding in how you perceive retirement. Your hectic pace makes it harder to set time aside to truly think through how you see your retirement playing out. By default, it's easier to make general assumptions about critical issues and get on with other things. What if your assumptions are wrong? In fact, many assumptions people rely on today have evolved into myths. What made sense in the past makes less sense in the new retirement environment. If your retirement is to be successful, you need to sidestep these popular myths. Myth 1. Your retirement will be like your parents and grandparents. This leads you to plan for the wrong retirement. Their retirement was stable and secure. It was supported by a strong U.S. economy, adequately funded Social Security and Medicare. Employer-provided pensions and an efficient and properly functioning financial markets. Your retirement faces a structural shift. To be successful, you'll need to navigate through a sluggish global economy. Massive government debt and unsustainable deficits, bankrupt Social Security and Medicare, and seemingly rigged financial markets. Cost, risk and uncertainty is being shifted to the new class of retirees. You need to prepare for the new retirement, not the old retirement. Myth 2. You can invest like it's the 1980s and 1990s. Much in the financial press today attempts to rally the bulls like in the past decades. They're trying to get your money from the sidelines into the market to take risk. A further push by the government through historically low interest rates make it hard to sit on the sidelines where your money earns less than 1% per year. Avoid taking on risk for risk's sake. Financial markets have been flat for the last 12 years. They will face strong headwinds in the coming years. Countries and individuals are reducing debt. This cash stays in the financial economy adjusting balance sheets. It does not enter the real economy of goods and services. This will continue to put a drag on employment and profits, making your estimated returns in your investment planning suspect if they don't recognize the slowing economy. Myth 3. Social Security, Medicare and pensions will be there for the length of your retirement. Social Security and pensions provided 70 to 90% of the monthly income needed by old retirees. Medicare covered 80% of medical cost, while an inexpensive Medicare supplement covered most of the rest. Pensions on average were properly funded. New retirees face a Social Security and Medicare that are essentially bankrupt. Social Security was to have a trust fund to make up the difference between what it pays out and what it takes in. Today, more is being paid out than taken in, and we now realize there is no cash in the trust fund. Congress has spent it all and now must borrow and add to the deficit. The shortfall of the excess being paid out over the amount taken in. Medicare is currently running deficits, and employer pensions, especially state and local government pensions, are severely underfunded. There is a high likelihood that these anchors of retirement will not be available to you in today's form. Myth 4. You will continue to get unfettered access to medical care throughout your retirement. Old retirees were assured of top-quality health care throughout old age, as long as they were covered by Medicare. Nearly 70% of Medicare's outlays occurred during the last few years of life. Medicare absorbed this cost along with insurance companies providing supplemental coverage. Few services were denied, and patients generally received quick attention to their health problems. With Medicare being bankrupt under today's funding mechanism, it may be unable to take on unlimited costs that tend to increase with an aging population. Currently, 3 to 4 million people are retiring each year. The baby boomer retirement population will crest in 2023. There are nearly 80 million people in this generation. How will Medicare react to 10 million 80-year-olds in need of hip replacements? Much less more complicated medical care. Cost, risk and uncertainty will shift to you. Myth 5. You can stop planning your retirement once you retire. In a stable environment, especially where your guaranteed income exceeds your expenses, retirement planning has less value. The old retirees could look ahead to see if there were some major expense looming and plan accordingly. Otherwise, they were able to keep their retirement on autopilot. New retirees won't have this luxury. Less of the income you'll get will be guaranteed. This leaves the bulk of your income subject to market risk. Your expenses will be less predictable due to the uncertainty of how the government will deal with its massive debt and unsustainable deficits. Taxes will rise for some. Benefits are likely to be reduced for many. The government will seriously look to inflation to lower its real debt. New retirees will face an unstable and volatile retirement, at least for a while. This will require ongoing planning to ensure your financial security. It's time to take a new look at the assumptions you're using in your retirement plan. They need to be adjusted for a new reality. The wrong assumptions lead to the wrong conclusions. It's time to readjust your retirement mindset and plan for the most likely retirement. Yours, not your parents'. Thanks for watching.